Hi friends, welcome to the class of fluid mechanics. In today's session we will see about pressure and the device used to measure the pressure, which is manometer. Now coming to scale of pressure. For studying about the pressure we should know what are the different scales by which pressure can be measured. So this is a diagram which reflects you about different types of pressure. Absolute pressure, atmospheric pressure, vacuum pressure, gauge pressure. Now what are those things? We will see here one by one. Now let us see. Here there are two references. There are two references. One is your absolute zero. One is your absolute zero, also known as complete vacuum, where the pressure is 0 Pascal. It is absolute zero. Second reference is your atmospheric pressure. Second reference is your atmospheric pressure. This one. So first reference is this, second reference is this. Okay. So there are two reference points. One is absolute zero or complete vacuum. Second one is atmospheric pressure. With respect to these two pressure, we will see about the gauge pressure and the vacuum pressure. Now, see, first anything above the absolute zero, anything above the absolute zero, it can be called as absolute pressure. Anything greater than or above the absolute zero is known as absolute pressure. First thing. Okay. Now, second thing. Anything above the atmospheric pressure. Anything above the atmospheric pressure is gauge pressure. Anything above the atmospheric pressure or greater than atmospheric pressure is gauge pressure. Anything less than atmospheric pressure or below the atmospheric pressure is vacuum pressure. So friends, if you are taking absolute zero or complete vacuum as a reference, so anything or any pressure above this absolute zero will give you absolute pressure. Second time when we are taking reference as atmospheric pressure, then anything above the atmospheric pressure will give you gauge pressure, and any pressure below the atmospheric pressure will give you vacuum pressure. Now one more relationship you can get from here, that is this absolute pressure. This absolute pressure is nothing but it is equals to gauge pressure plus atmospheric pressure. So you can write absolute pressure is nothing but gauge pressure plus atmospheric pressure. Clear? So this absolute pressure is nothing but gauge plus this atmospheric. Second one, what about vacuum? What you can write about vacuum? Atmospheric pressure. This is equal to nothing but vacuum plus absolute. Vacuum plus absolute. Atmospheric. This is equal to how much? Vacuum plus absolute. Correct? So these are some relationship between different types of pressure. Now what is atmospheric pressure? The value of atmospheric pressure PATM is 101.325 kN per meter square. This value will not be given in the problem or the question. You should remember this thing. The atmospheric pressure, standard atmospheric pressure is how much? 101.325 kN per meter square. Also sometimes it is called as 1.013 bar. 1.013 bar. Okay. So this is the value of atmospheric pressure. It comes from rho g into h. Okay. So this is about the different types of pressure. Okay. Now units of pressure. SI unit. What is pressure first of all? Normal force per unit area. Normal force per unit area. Different units are 1 Pascal. 1 Pascal is nothing but 1 Newton per meter square. It force by area. Unit of force is Newton. Unit of area meter square. So it is Newton per meter square. Also known as Pascal. Based on the scientist name. Next, kilopascal. Anything into kilo means what you do? To convert something into kilo, what you do? Multiply with 1000. Now mega is nothing but 10 to the power 6. Here, 1 bar is 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Or you can write 0.1 megapascal or 100 kilopascal. So these are different. Now 1 atmosphere, 101325 Pascal. In kilopascal, 101.325. In terms of bar, 1.01325 bar. So these are some conversions. So this is about the different types of SI units. Now English unit means FPS, foot pound second. In foot pound second it is known as pound per square inch. Okay. So generally we use the SI units. So you should know all these type of units to measure the pressure and what are the different relationship between different kinds of units. These are all very much important. Next, numerical. This numerical is yesterday I told you about hydrostatic equilibrium. In our previous session I told you about hydrostatic equilibrium or Pascal's law. The same thing is here. You want to lift a car by applying some force. So how much force is needed to lift this car? We have to find this thing. How we will find? By the Pascal law. Pressure is equaling from all the direction in a fluid at rest. Now, pressure is given by force per unit area. So F1 by A1 equals to F2 by A2. Now, what will be the force to F2? F2 is nothing but weight of this car, mass into G, M into G. Now, area, how you will find the area? Pi by 4d square. You are given the diameter 120 centimeter, here 15 centimeter. So, through applying pi by 4d square, you will get the area. Mass is 3200, G is 9.8. Put all the values, you will get the force. So this is the force required to lift this car whose mass is 3200 kg. Okay. So like this you can solve the problem of hydrostatic pressure. Now coming to manometer. What is manometer? It is a device which is made of a glass tube. Okay. It is used to measure the pressure at any point. Now different types of manometer. Piezometer, U-tube manometer and single column manometer. So these are the three types of manometer which we can study here. So this was about the manometer. Manometer is device which is used to measure the pressure at any point in the fluid. Okay. Now, what is piezometer? It is the simplest form of manometer. It is to measure the gauge pressure. Now, what is happening in the piezometer? One end of manometer is connected to the pressure P, which is to be measured, and another end is open to the atmosphere. So there are two ends. One end is connected to a point where you have to measure the pressure, and another end is just open to the atmosphere. Okay. So this is the simple type of manometer. Now it is given by rho g into h. Pressure is given by rho g into h. And unit is, I already told you, unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. So this is the figure of piezometer. This is point A where we have to measure the pressure. So one end of this piezometer is connected to this point and another end this is open to atmosphere. Okay, so this is the simplest type of manometer. Thank you for the today's session. Now in the next section we will see about the other kinds of manometer. I hope it is clear to everyone. So thank you for today's session. Till then, take care. Bye.